Welcome Aquarians, welcome to your August 2017 reading with me. Thanks for joining me guys, a very warm welcome to you all. We are using 4 of these Morgan Greer cards and then 4 more clarifiers underneath and a final high vibration card at the end of the reading. So sit back and see what's coming your way, Aquarius, and enjoy the reading. Looks like the shuffling has finished. The first card relates to health, the second to finances, the third to career, and the fourth to love relationships. And underneath we will be using this deck. We will shuffle them a couple of times. Once more. And see what cards are matching up. So for your health you have the sacral chakra area, and for finances you have Archangel Raphael to call upon. For your career you have integrity values, and for your love relationships you have, if you get nervous, focus on service. Okay, let's see. That's pretty good for looking at, we can see most of all of those cards. You have one major arcana, the Hanged Man. You have a pentacle, 2 pentacles, and a cup as well. Let's start with the first set of cards over here on the left hand side. So that is the 9 of Pentacles, and she is in your health sector. And underneath we have the sacral chakra, and it says you are highly sensitive to chemicals, additives, processed foods and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations and relationships. So we've got 2 kind of messages there, almost opposite each other, although the cards look as beautiful as each other to look at. So I think there's a message within the picture of the cards for you guys. Given that this is your health sector, the 9 of Pentacles is often considered a very voluptuous, happy, healthy, sensuous, gregarious, outdoorsy looking card. She is the epitome of opulence and all of the words I have just used. You know, she is socially a wonderful energy to have around. She is happy and full of love of life. So I'm looking at it thinking it bodes quite well for your health for the August month, but I think it's giving you some subtle little stories, if you like, about what's going on underneath. I'm thinking it's telling you to spend time outdoors if you can, and I know for the Northern Hemisphere people that's relatively easy in summer to be outdoors more. For us down here in the Southern Hemisphere, we're in our winter zone right now, and it's a little bit more tedious to spend time outdoors, but it can still be done. Lots of people can be skiing, for instance, or doing winter sports. There's plenty of that available, or even still just getting outdoors and perhaps going for walks along a stormy beach. It feels as though grounding yourself with nature, because all of these 2 cards are so full of nature and outdoors. So I think that's going to be very beneficial for your health, and eating the right type of foods as well, because we see here that she is eating grapes as it so happens, or she has them with her. Now this message here was about poisons and toxins, and this is quite a big topic that's coming up now. It's slowly being recognised by the general news media, I guess, across the earth. Most of our foods are sprayed very, very heavily by a variety of toxins, and most of them are the glyphosate base. So one of the foods that are sprayed the very, very most of all things are grapes. So if any of you are buying foods to eat, especially your vegetables, they need to be really, really well washed to get rid of any spray residue, because it can make you quite sick, and it can lead to things like feeling lethargic, lack of energy, flu-like symptoms in particular. You can also get your hormones out of balance with these sprays, because a lot of them are carcinogenic. So they create imbalance within your body. So this is the message that I'm getting immediately with the cards. It won't be for everyone, of course, but I think it is just a cautionary note to say organic food is obviously the best way to go. We know that's expensive, so if you can grow some in your own backyard, that's a bonus. And if you're buying foods and fruits to eat, make sure you wash them really well first. The other thing down here, it says you can be, you have sensitivities, so avoid harsh items, situations and relationships. So for some of you, that might be a message as well. And remember, this health is about your physical health, mental, emotional and spiritual. So it covers all of those aspects. If any of you feel as though there are relationships in your life that are becoming tense or harsh, it's telling you to avoid them a little bit. So somehow you could either take time away from them, or you could try to see how they could be brought back into balance slightly more and be more beneficial to everyone around. So not necessarily an easy start with messages like that, but I think they're more what we will call proactive as opposed to reactive, which is always a good format of getting messages. When we have the ability to put energy into preventing something from happening, it's a benefit. Whereas if we're always trying to solve something after it's happening, which is what reactive is, then that's more of a hassle. So let's move on to the next one, which is your financial sector. And these are two quite nice cards you've got here. Archangel Raphael, it says the healing angel is with you in supporting your healing work. So it's not necessarily the words that we have to focus on there, but for your finances, the Two of Pentacles, for instance, is often seen to be a card where we see money coming and going in a month. You can have an influx of money coming in and then periods where it's not as available. So it might pay for you guys in August to watch your funds, watch your finances and watch how you spend. Keep a little bit back for unexpected things occurring. So you might sort of get an unexpected bill that comes in, or you might even get an unexpected increase of some sort. So think of it from both sides of the coin. And if you're wanting some help or support in your financial sector, now this will be around your finances, whether it's an invested bunch of finances or whether it's finances that you wish to have come into your life, call upon Raphael to help bring in some positivity around your finances, to help bring them into a smoother place. And this is especially for any of you who have had difficulties, or who your money might have been tight, or you've wished for more money. Oftentimes, until we ask our assistants or our galactic helpers for specific support, they don't know what area you're wanting support in. I've often seen this card turn up too when there is the possibility of an interview coming, and it can sometimes be about an interview moving away from where you are at the moment. So there's a possibility for any of you seeking a new job. You could ask for, as I say, galactic helpers and ask for them to bring these interviews into creativity and make them happen. That's just another way of viewing it. We come to the third one, which is career. And for anyone not working, like students who are still at school or university, or for people retired, this still covers off the career sector. It's just as you're older and retired, it becomes more your creativity and your passions and hobbies in life. So we got here the Hanged Man and integrity. I particularly like the integrity card. It says align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness of what's right for you. So some of you are literally poised upon the precipice of thinking, I don't know if I'm in the right place. I don't know if I'm in the right direction. Some of you are contemplating change, and possibly big change, because the Hanged Man indicates you're at a crossroad. So you could be thinking, gee, do I change my whole career? Do I decide to go from car salesman to an engineer? Something like that. So this is about listening to your own integrity values. Every single person has their own, and what your integrity values are very personal to you. and mine are to me, and so on. So no one else can really tell you what to do at that core essence of your life. You have to make that decision yourself. Yes, you can seek advice, of course, and help and understanding from many different people, and that's all invaluable. But at the total point of decision of happiness, you are the sole person who can make that choice. And if you follow your integrity values, you will feel right inside when you make the right choice. So this could be about taking some time out to rethink where you're headed. Are you happy doing the study you're doing? Are you happy in the current job you're doing? Is there something more that you could put into it? Is there a different direction you want to take it? These two cards seem to line up perfectly for you to readjust anything that you're not happy with at this point in time. And I would say that's a really, really powerful synergy to have in a month. So it gives you opportunity to either say, yes, actually I am. I'm really happy. I'm really pleased with where I'm going, and I'm pleased with the decisions I've made. And that also, when you acknowledge that to yourself, that helps you to jump further with that particular paradigm as well. And yet if you sit back and you say to yourself, I could tweak some things. I think I'm not really quite headed where I should be. That also is very powerful, whichever way you choose to look at it. So I think that is in itself a wonderful little message for you guys, and a nice direction that you could find yourselves free to take in the month of August. We come to the last two cards and we see that this is about love relationships. And it's not necessarily just a romantic relationship, because love relationships cover off every relationship. So it's your siblings, your family, your extended family, people in your community, or people you work with. So we see the first card as the Four of Cups, and it feels like there's an offer coming to you for a new friendship of some sort. And for some of you, yes, this could be romantic. For others, it's just perhaps a new person coming into your life. And you're sort of sitting there going, I'm not entirely sure if I like you, or if I'm ready for you, or if I need you. Because you seem to sort of feel down here that you've got enough people in your life possibly at the moment. But it also tells us to be a little bit more open and listen to the possibilities that this person is putting forward. They can become a new good friend. There is also the flip side of this card, is that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So some of you will fall into either of those categories. So you may be thinking about, like an ambivalence towards what you've got in your life, and sort of thinking, oh, it's not really enough. I'm not that happy with my friends or my co-workers or my, my love partnership, so I might be looking. And this could come to you. But just remember to check it out. If it is this issue of the grass isn't necessarily greener on the other side, think about what you are giving up if you are walking out of a relationship, and make sure that you don't walk from the frying pan into the fire. That's another sort of old saying. And let's see what the card is down here. If you get nervous, focus on service. Put your entire intention on answering the question, how can I make the world a better place? And the law of attraction will automatically take care of your needs. So oftentimes this card turns up when we're talking about our career or giving in life. And we often give when we're in service in our jobs. So this could be something to do with new people coming in around your career sector, or people that you work with. And you might either be thinking you don't want this new person around, like it could be a new boss, or it could be a new co-worker, or you might be the new person coming into a close-knit group and feeling as though they're not letting you in. So if you get any nerves around this type of situation, it's just saying down here, let the nerves go. And just remember on focusing on doing things well, on not being judgmental, and then you will get the rewards, and the manifestation of prosperity will come in around the situation. And it's quite strange. I think that might have been quite a specific message for some of you. It felt very personalised. So anyhow, Aquarians, it felt to me the whole time I was giving information to some of you specifically, which is quite interesting. So overall, though, the reading is there, of course, for everyone to just take on board whatever it is that was most interesting to them anyhow. And also look at the cards yourself and pick which ones you're most attracted to and sort of take on board that independent message as well, because they're all relevant. Nothing is set in stone, you know. Any reading is palpable, and it can be made to give off different energies to any person listening. So with that in mind, let's put these ones away and see what your last card is. These are gorgeous, bright, vivid, sunshiny, summery cards, and they really do give an effervescent message, and they're very connected as well. So because we are dealing in the 8th month, we will take from the 8th card down. Responsibility. We're getting a few of these yellow energies coming in at the moment. I like it actually. I feel like there has been a degree of responsibility in your reading, to be honest. So it kind of makes sense that it's carrying through here. So it's self-discipline, empowerment, reliability and fulfillment. That comes to you from the sacral chakra, which is in the gut area of the body. And when we have that area strong, we have this degree of internal strength and also physical body strength, and those two strengths combined make us almost resilient to everything, and they empower us at a great level. We also gain natural clairvoyance, and our integrity values are able to be assessed really easily, and we can also understand the intuitive gut messages that come our way, and we're able to act on them a lot better. So nice message to finish with, guys. Let me read some of the words from the book, because they're also very formalized words, and they're really high vibrational energy. Responsibilities and self-discipline are vital in creating all the things we want in life, from a healthy body and mind through to a successful career and happy relationships. And I mean, that's really weird, because your whole reading covered off every single sector of that quite stringently. This card is an invitation to smile at the opportunity to fulfill your responsibilities. Sometimes responsibilities feel like a burden, as though they take away our freedom. But we actually need some responsibilities to give us structure in our lives. By having this structure in our lives, we end up having more freedom rather than less. If we avoid responsibilities, we're unable to learn the basic lessons of discipline and organised focus that are required to achieve our goals. We may drift from one relationship, home or job to another, repeatedly ending up in situations we don't want to be in, but not knowing why we ended up there. Once we take genuine responsibility for ourselves, we realise that the power to change is always right here within us. We stop blaming other people and external sources, and we become self-empowered. From this place, we find the strength, drive and energy to make the choices necessary to truly fulfill our desires. Next time you hear yourself blame someone for something, stop and ask yourself how you can take the responsibility and help the situation. If you're unhappy in your job or relationship, what can you do to change it? If you need more money, how can you take responsible action towards this today? Only you can be responsible for you. You know, and I kind of felt you were getting that sort of message through the reading. So they're being quite firm with you guys in August. They're saying to you, you have the control and you have the power, and to go forth and utilise it to sort out the little things in your life that you're not that happy with. So by taking responsibility for ourselves and embracing our responsibilities in life, we build a foundation towards a successful, fulfilling life. We become powerful individuals rather than dependent ones. We claim a sense of strength, freedom and confidence that comes through discipline and self-mastery. From this place comes the realization that we can create anything we want to in this lifetime. So, kapow! That is a strong, strong message for the ending of your quite directed reading. So there you are, Aquarians. It's a month to stand up and be heard and be yourself and put some new boundaries in place and take charge of the direction that you're headed in. So with your intelligence and your ability to think and analyse, I'm sure you will be able to do just that. So thank you all for listening and subbing and liking and leaving your comments. I love reading them all. Have a wonderful, power-filled August, you guys, and I'll join you for the following month. Take care, everyone. Namaste.